GameStop shares plummet as the short squeeze comes to an end. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article from Business Insider discussing the GameStop shares plummeting. So it's down 35% as the short squeeze conditions dissipate. We have a look here, you can see the GameStop chart. It's down to, what is it now? $225 USD. Post market down to $188. So down $100, now down another $37. We can see here the technicals are still telling us to buy, and there's a few ideas, you know, long. Wow, if you're a long time to cash out now, well, yeah, long. So, what do you reckon? It looks like the short squeeze, people have closed their positions. So the demand, the artificial demand from GameStop seems to have disappeared. So let's have a look at this. Because frankly, I can't see the stock being worth that much. I mean, sure, it's a big retailer, but is it that big? So, GameStop shares are down big on Monday as the short squeeze conditions dissipate. Short interest in GameStop fell to 39% from 114% mid-January, according to data from IHS Markit. As brokerages limit trading in the name, it's getting more difficult for traders to keep up the short squeeze. So GameStop shares plummeted 35% on Monday before recovering some losses as the short squeeze conditions that brought in Reddit's day traders army begin to dissipate. Short interest in shares of GameStop fell 39% of the float from 114% in mid-January, according to IHS Markit data. And a tweet from S3 partners, Ihor Dusanwinski, on Monday showed shares shortening levels decreased by 35.2 million over the last week alone. GameStop has been big news in the market for weeks after their stock became a target of Reddit's Wall Street Bets forum back in January 11. It all started after activist investor and Chewy co-founder Ryan Cohen wrote a letter to the beleaguered video game retailer arguing changes needed to be made and new board members added to the company. Then traders on Reddit found out GameStop had a high short interest rate and realized they could force a short squeeze, causing shares to skyrocket. Since then, GameStop shares spiked some 1,625% across all of January and over 400% last week alone. While the move led to huge gains for some Wall Street Bets traders, it also caused billions in losses to pile up for short sellers and institutional investors, some of whom had to be bailed out. Estimates by data provider Oxton on Friday showed that short sellers were sitting on losses of around $19 billion in GameStop alone in 2021. Even after Monday's move lower, shorts are down some $13 billion in January, according to S3 partners. Still, the bloodbath for short sellers may be over, as it seems Reddit traders have switched their focus to silver. Now, that's a claim that's being put out there, and you know, if we have a look here at trading economics, we can see, let's jump to the commodities. Silver's at $28.77. It briefly touched over $30. We'll have to see if that's actually happening, if it's actually an effort from Reddit or people front running it. Prices have surged for the precious metal, causing silver miners to skyrocket as well. For weeks, Reddit traders have taken advantage of GameStop's high short interest by flooding the stock with new buyers, causing a short squeeze. Now, with multiple brokers limiting trading in the video game retailer and short interest falling, traders aren't getting the same meteoric returns that they have seen in the last 2 weeks. Short squeeze can only last as long as there is a large short position in a stock. Once that dissipates, the situation changes completely, said Matt Maley, chief market strategist of Millet Tabak & Co. GameStop traded down 15% at $275, and it's well lower than that now. So, because of this, some people are actually losing everything, and this is, here we have it. Because in some ways, you know, it's like a pump and dump, guys. People are going to make money that got in earlier. It shoots up to the moon. It shoots up to the moon, as we can see here. And then you've got to get out. There's no way the stock is worth this much. It's a game retailer. Sure, they're trying to innovate and change some stuff, but it's a competitive market out there. They sell knickknacks and things now, mainly. And it takes cartridges for virtually nothing to trade in. So, I mean, can you really say that it's worth that much? Just where's the market cap here? Valuation. Market capitalization. Is it worth $15.69 billion? You tell me. So, this is a GoFundMe. Now, this may be a scam. I would not be surprised if it's a scam. I'm hoping it is. I'm really hoping it is. But, there are going to be people here that piled on, that bought at the top, that got in at the top, and lost everything. And all of this is going to come to a head, and it's going to result in more intervention in the market. I bet you. I bet you. I lost my life savings in the GME stock fiasco. Why the hell are you putting your life savings in everything? Okay. I understand a young bloke on the Wall Street bets who's probably, if you don't have a family, you're just living by yourself, you just go for it. If you lose 10 grand, lose 20 grand, you can rebuild if you're young enough before you're 30. But when you get a bit older, there's less time to rebuild. So, let's have a look. I'm a small retail investor. Well, no, you're not. If you put $500,000 in, does that make you a small retail investor? No, it doesn't. Who got into the game, or the GME stock war between Reddit and Wall Street. I'm a family man who works hard to feed his family. Well, I can't believe this is real. This has to be fake. I'm hoping this is a fake scam. I'm God-loving and God-fearing person. I was seeing all this fuss about the GME stock and still rich people like Elon Musk tweet about this stock. This led me to believe this is real, and I started buying and selling options on this stock. I did that for a day, and the very next morning I woke up to the biggest horror of my life. My options were negative 500,000. My brokerage account closed, all my positions and options. Now all my life savings are gone, and I don't know what to do. I have bad thoughts. Looking at my family, and I stopped. Reaching out to the community is my final option to get back my life. I'm depressed beyond imagination. So, and he's got some images here of what he sold. What he bought, what he got in. And see, the thing is, these type of things can be photoshopped. So I'm assuming this has to be fake. I mean, look at the people here. Guys, don't give someone like this money. Don't give them money. People will lose their money, but I can't imagine this is real. If it is, it's even worse. But the brokers are forcing people out. Here we can see eToro. So, new position open, high stop loss automatically applied. The trade automatically sold at a loss. I closed the trade at a loss of negative 19.96. Tried to put it on eToro, they silenced him. And, yeah. Trying to change to no SL, error occurs every time. So they're pushing people out. They're pushing people out. Now there's also the discussion of silver. That the Wall Street bettors are jumping into silver. Now, that doesn't seem to be what's happening on Reddit. And here's an article from CBC. Let's have a read through this one. Silver price surges among investor frenzy, but Reddit users say it isn't them. The precious metal rose above $30 US an ounce to its highest level since 2013. And there's going to have to be some people taking profit. Silver broke above $30 US an ounce for the first time since 2013 on Monday. The latest asset to see a pop in volatile few weeks on the markets. Colin Kaczynski, chief market strategist with SIA Wealth Management in Toronto, said silver has apparently become the next asset to get caught in the GameStop frenzy. The most significant move this morning has been in silver, which was a trending topic in the media and on Reddit over the weekend, but a lot of chatter, both for and against, that it could be the next market to become active in the wake of GameStop's big move last week. A Reddit group known as Wall Street Bets managed to help drive the price of GameStop shares 1,600% in the past 2 weeks, costing short sellers billions in the process. Spot silver leapt more than 11% in London to $30.03 an ounce and was on track for its biggest one-day rise since 2008, taking gains to about 90% since last Wednesday. The jump set off a rally in silver mining stocks from Sydney to London. The action in silver is partially based on the belief that a run-up in prices would punish Wall Street firms banking on a decline. Retail investors are rising up, said Phil Flynn with Price Futures Group. Refusing to be Wall Street's doormats, retail investors are attacking Wall Street positions that are vulnerable and making them pay. They're banding together and rocking the market, squeezing short stocks like GameStop and AMC, and now turning their attention to silver. They're attacking short sellers, and they are now realizing silver is undervalued as compared to gold and Bitcoin. However, within the Reddit forum, Wall Street Bets, some members were adamant that targeting silver is not their next strategy. They said outsiders are trying to pump the stock, including some large funds seeking to drive up the value of their silver stocks to offset losses elsewhere, and the strategy appears to be working. I mean, there you go. Analysts who monitor silver markets say there is more to the story than small investors rushing in. The asset is traded by a variety of institutional players, and it is very likely that those parties have joined the move to push the metal higher, wrote Boris Schlossberg of BK Asset Management. One of the easiest ways for investors to get exposure to silver is through the S&P 500 Silver ETF, the price of which is shown in the chart above. Trading in the SLV fund was at about 5 times the normal volume on Monday. Of about 600 million fund units in circulation, roughly 24 million of them are currently being shorted, according to Bloomberg data. So there you go. It's not the same as GME. You know, GME, they were shorting more than were actually floated. Over 100%. New York-based hedge fund Citadel, which has been accused by Redditors of trying to manipulate the market by bailing out other short sellers and trying to influence brokerage Robinhood to limit trading in GameStop, owns just over 6 million units of SLV. That's less than 1% of the silver fund's total. Craig Earlham, with foreign exchange for Onda, said regardless of why silver is moving, it's clear there is a new power dynamic underway in markets. It will obviously be fascinating to see which areas of the market Reddit traders target next and what the knock-on effects will be elsewhere, he said in a note. The Silver Mountain, a Netherlands-based bullion dealer, said on its website, due to extreme market volatility, we cannot accept any new orders at the moment, adding it hopes to reopen in the afternoon. So the rise of new trading platforms. US broker APMEX is warning of processing delays while it secures more bullion. The Money Metals online exchange suspended trade until mid-morning Monday. Trading volumes in small miners stock in Australia were unprecedented, and jumps in some exploration firms, which do not actually produce silver, topped 90%. Similar hiccups were seen in equities last week. GameStop, AMC Entertainment, and a few other volatile stocks saw temporary buying restrictions in trading apps such as Robinhood. A frenzied buying led to trading apps put on curbs. The Reddit crowd has turned its sights on a bigger whale in terms of trying to catalyze something of a short squeeze in the silver market, said Carl Roeder, an analyst at brokerage IG Markets in Melbourne. This is their big, bald Moby Dick moment. Another short squeeze. The popularity of dabbling in stock markets has grown during the COVID-19 pandemic, as volatility, stimulus checks, and lockdowns have driven account openings and investments. The craze hit fever pitch last week when the GameStop pile-on resulted in a short squeeze, turning price gains stratospheric as hedge funds with bets against the stock desperately bought it at higher prices to close their positions. Now it's silver's turn, and once again the scale of buying is catching the professionals by surprise. Online discussions turned to silver late last week, as Reddit posts suggest higher prices could hurt banks, and large short positions and buying easy-to-access exchange-traded silver funds could quickly ramp up the metal's value. Retail traders poured a record 39.1 million CDN into Australia's EFT Security physical silver fund by the afternoon. A silver ETF in Japan surged 11%. So far, Redditors are rolling out. Several of the renegade traders are millionaires on paper, and their hedge fund adversaries are nursing their wounds. Melbourne Capital, which bet against GameStop, lost 53% on its portfolio in January. Robinhood, the Reddit's main broker, has also backed down and lifted some of the buying restrictions it imposed last week, although limits remain on 8 companies, including GameStop, AMC, and BlackBerry. However, with regulators circling both Robinhood and Reddit's forums, the battle is far from over. I'll tell you one thing. The absolutely guarantee this ends in tears, said Michael McCarthy, Chief Managing Strategist at CMC Markets Australia. I just don't know when. So, people are still buying GME stock. So if we jump over here, we can see they're still buying. Okay, volume is down. Don't believe the news. No one is selling. GME is going to the moon. It's going to the moon. And yeah, we have a look here. We see in after hours it's going at 186. Now, if the demand for the stock, which is driven by the short squeeze, because the hedge funds need to buy it to close their positions, if that dissipates, it's going to go down. It can't be valued at this much. Is GameStop that good a company? Is it making that much money? Sure, it has money to service its debts, but I guess they just really like the stock. And this is the thing. Because for some of these people, it's more of getting revenge and trying to get the best of the hedge funds and Wall Street, who they're blaming for '08. So it's personal. And some of them have nothing to lose. And that's pretty dangerous. So what they're doing is disgusting, market manipulation in front of the entire world. I'm not selling. This makes me dislike them even more. Yep, I have an order for a GME at 220 on TD. Just got 6, just got 3, 103 at 216, got 1, so 5, 2 more. So they're still jumping in. And this goes on. This goes on. And then you've got, you know, DFV, famous now, Redditor. He's still holding. He's still holding, guys. Down 5 million. 5.1 million in a day. Paper value. Could you handle that? So there we have it, everyone. GameStop down. A surge in silver. Some people reporting it as the next squeeze. What do you think? Would you hold on? Would you be able to handle? Do you have the diamond hands to handle a $5 million loss in a day on paper? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can get 5 free trades, and we can get 5 free trades if you sign up using our SelfWealth referral link down below. You can buy a merch from HeiseSays or Teespring, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.